Were donors right to cancel the funding from Edinburgh University?
Were donors right to cancel the funding from Edinburgh University? So this is an interesting one. Have you heard about this story, Lewis?
I did hear about it, and first of all, I was shocked at how little money Edinburgh University gets every single year from donors. They get 23
They do.
million pounds.
They get a lot of money, but do you know the backstory to this? I mean, what effectively happened was there was a David Hume Tower at Edinburgh University, which has now been renamed as 40 George Square, which is a boring name for a boring building. I mean, architecturally, it's really dim. But they've changed it because David Hume, of course, the sort of this major figure of the Enlightenment, once said something in a footnote in the mid-1700s, which by today's standards is a bit racist. Okay,
but I do not. What did he say? I don't like black people.
He didn't say that. It was regarding. I can't remember what the footnote actually said. But by today's standards. But look, this is a man who existed in the 18th century, so he's likely to have views that would be out of date today. It would be weird if he didn't have views that were out of date today, wouldn't you say? So they renamed the tower, and a lot of people got upset about it and got angry about it. And now a lot of donors, because of course these universities rely on their alumni to give money to them. And now they don't have that money. 2 million they've lost. What do you make of that?
Go woke, go broke. It's a classic.
Right.
Yeah, it is absurd. He had one dodgy footnote, that is true. But you're talking about Hume, a great thinker who... They're annoyed he didn't have the exact views that we have now, even though he died 246 years ago.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
Was progressive for the time, which I thought these people liked. But it's like, no, you don't have the exact views we have now. So it's this kind of totalitarian year zero thinking. The past has got to be erased. And like you say, they're actually getting punished.
It's very bizarre. It's very odd. And... but it's quite a relief to see that people are actually reacting to it, because I think money talks in these situations.
It does, but I worry, can we ever do enough? Because they always seem to find money from somewhere. Maybe China. I don't know where they get their money. Is it Soros? I don't know. The internet tells me it's Soros. I don't know, but there's always money for these leftist causes.
This is very interesting.
Well, I think he's probably turning on his grave that building, we've been to Edinburgh many years. We go there every year, practically.
Yeah, us three go on holiday to Edinburgh together.
And
in Lewis's camper van.
It was an abomination that they built that building. They tore down beautiful Georgian...
oh, no, I agree. The building itself I don't like at all.
Yeah.
But I think the principle of renaming it on the basis that this important Enlightenment philosopher doesn't quite have the same ideas that a few intersectional activists from 2022 have. It doesn't really make sense, does it?
No, it does make sense, because in the future they'll have that building they'll be able to rename with someone donating a lot more money. And I'm not...
And that's what it's all about.
And that's what it's all about. And I'm not so sure that David Hume even gave any money for that building. So
you know what? I'm sure he didn't, but I don't think he would have liked that building. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Who knows?